some of the toughest days as a music producer, I definitely have to pinpoint it on one reoccurring scenario. And when you're in a job, for example, and it's 9 to 5, and it's a physical thing. Maybe you're laboring and you're like on an assembly line, you're doing something. There's a physical motion that, regardless of what's going on in your life, you can do this. It doesn't matter what's going on. As a music producer, the demand to be creative every day of your life, all the time, that is by far one of the hardest things that I've had to deal with personally. Because, man, some days you just feel like crap. And you have to go in and write kids' music that's happy and cheerful, or you got to get all serious and try to be like the great John Williams. So I definitely have to say the personal issues in your home time, being able to shut that down when you go and start producing is by far one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with, and I still deal with it. I mean, a personal experience, for example, we're working on this reality TV show right now. It's a wedding show. It's about budgeting for weddings and all this stuff, and the music's really quirky with pit strings, and it's kind of got this Looney Tune vibe to it, mixed with like some dramatic, like reality music. Well, I had recently went through this breakup with my fiance, and I was right in the middle of the show, and it was a pretty crazy emotional time with the breakup. The day after the breakup, I had to go in and write music and watch these wedding shows. It was insane, right? And but the point is it was demanding. You had to have it done. It needed to be done, and this show was funny. So that was one of the hardest days of my life, I'd have to say, at least so far. Hopefully I'm done with all that nonsense. But that was the craziest moment. Breaking off a wedding and then going to work the next day and writing happy music for a wedding show.